6, the Tri-States News Leader.
Well, welcome back. A New London, Missouri man says that sidewalk construction is what led to his basement being flooded tonight. He says he'll be babysitting a pump in his basement as more rain moves through the area. It comes as a MoDOT contractor began road work this week on Business 61 in New London. WGEM's Frank Healy reports.
I got probably 12 to 13 inches of water in the basement, flooded my hot water heater, my furnace, and what have you. And I had a little workshop down there, and that's got everything picked up out, and it's still, as long as it's raining, it keeps flooding. So.
Robert Fahler owns the New London Treasures and More antique store building. He says his basement never flooded like this before this section of sidewalk was removed for construction. He says as rain poured today, this water leaked into his basement, getting into his hot water heater and other equipment.
But my daughter's living upstairs, so that kind of lets her out of hot water.
New London Mayor Mary Jane White says while it is important to get the road here resurfaced, she says if this work did lead to the basement being flooded, they need to do something about it.
This is the MoDOT project. They're responsible for it, so I'm sure they will be able to work with him and get the problem solved.
Mayor White says while it's important to bring sidewalks up to ADA compliance and resurface the road.
Now, that's probably been 5, 6, 10 years ago. And so now they're going to grind it down this time and resurface it, which is good.
She says it's also important to stop things like this from happening. Fahler says he's reached out for help, but long term he just wants to be sure his basement won't flood like this again.
Well, I really don't know. I'd like to check my hot water heater and furnace and stuff like that and help me clean the mess up. But, as long as they keep the water out, that's what I'm concerned about.
Frank Healy, WGEM News, New London, Missouri.